Dear President Obama and Timothy Geithner, hi, I'm Cynthia Dunleavy, and I want to share with you another side to the foreclosure story in the United States, one that is only beginning to unfold. My husband and I are stellar consumers. We have paid our mortgage, paid it on time, and paid thousands in additional principal. So, imagine our surprise when on the date in December of 2009 that President Obama chastised the banking industry for playing fast and loose with all of our economic futures, we received a notice to accelerate our loan. A notice complete with threats and demands for us to pay thousands of dollars, money that we did not owe. Imagine our further surprise when we asked for an accounting of our mortgage payments from the bank. And when we received it, it contained numbers that have no basis in reality. To illustrate this point, on December 9th, 2009, Bank of America made 40 entries into our mortgage account, including 2 miscellaneous postings for $10,936.77. On December 14th, 2009, Bank of America made another 14 entries in our mortgage account. This totals 54 entries in 5 days. And these are just 2 of the many examples that we can and will provide. For months, we have asked the Comptroller of the currency to investigate Bank of America. To date, we have received what can only be described as incredibly troubling communiques from Bank of America. So troubling, in fact, that one of our friends commented, "Geez, Bank of America, BOA. You get it, BOA, the constrictor of the American dream." I filed a complaint with the Comptroller of the currency, only to be told that Bank of America can freely log in and see their system, but I, a private citizen, must file a Freedom of Information request. Is this still the United States? Allowing Bank of America to freely access the Comptroller of the currency system, yet demand that we, the people who are funding the Comptroller of the currency with our tax dollars, must file a Freedom of Information request, smacks of appearances of improprieties, as well as the Comptroller of the currency being in bed with the mortgage and banking industries. While our government needs to help those who are truly in need of refinancing due to foreclosures, they also need to help those of us that did pay our mortgage, paid it on time, and paid thousands in additional principal. As we have done what we needed to realize the American dream. The federal government needs to investigate and audit Bank of America's mortgage practices, not only for those of us that have paid our mortgage, have paid it on time, and have paid thousands in additional principal, but also to determine if any, even one foreclosure is as a result of sloppy work on the part of the bank and/or blatant and intentional tampering with numbers in our mortgage accounts and/or bank errors, all of which could very well mean that some Americans are due back the keys to their homes. and also indicates that the mortgage and banking industries need much, much more oversight and auditing, as well as regulation. In addition, the federal government needs to determine whether or not the IRS and the Treasury Department should investigate and audit mortgage banks to determine if the taxes that millions of us have paid into our escrow accounts were properly applied. Further, in light of what we have seen from Bank of America in our mortgage account, it appears that the FBI needs to investigate and audit mortgage banks to determine if there has been money laundering, account skimming schemes, and more. My husband and I would like to personally thank Senator Sherrod Brown, specifically Joe Weider, both of whom have stepped up to the plate to help my husband and I to get what we have worked so hard for, sacrificed much for, and are determined to stand strong and fight for. Our American dream, our home. Won't you join us, President Obama and Timothy Geithner, and help us to realize our American dream? As I said, there is another side to this foreclosure story in the United States. And this is just the first page in what will be more postings that will document and evidence the struggles that my husband and I have had in attempting to get Bank of America to correct our mortgage account and to get the Comptroller of the currency to do their job. We need your help, President Obama and Timothy Geithner. Please help us. Stay tuned.